Hi there, back now on Streamlabs and Prism, so hopefully we're getting that up and running. So just waiting on this one to start. And yes, we're running all the links, so that should be all good. And I'll just start up my tablet, and you know, I often have to wait for that thing, so please do bear with me on that. So yeah, just getting this to start, and hopefully everything will start here. Oh, thank you, Hope. Yeah, I'm here, and just getting this all ready and started, and see if I can get this up on the tablet. And yeah, hopefully we're starting there. Oh, hi there, Echo. Yes, I'm here. And I'll get your channel up and we'll have a look. And yeah, just waiting on this tablet to start, and it's always slow, so you've got to bear with me on that. And how is my video quality and audio quality? I'm running this now at 1060 frames per second, because this app allows you to do that instead of just at 720 as YouTube does. So hopefully the higher resolution is making a difference. Oh, that's cool, Echo. And I'll just get your channel up and show everybody what your channel looks like for those who watch my live stream later, because I don't delete the live streams, I actually keep them up. So, you know, I need the watch hours, so, you know, like if I deleted the live streams, I lose all the watch hours for those particular lives. But I also like, you know, people watch back later. So many people will watch back later, so you know, it's good that they can watch back. Oh, thank you, Hope, for running Echo in the Forest link. And I'll just get your channel up now, Echo, and show everybody your channel banner. Waiting on this thing to load up, as you know, it does take a while. And of course, with it being such a nice morning here again, or looking to be, it's going to be a nice morning, we're running back at the outside the creek at the bottom of my garden. So we have here Echo in the Forest channel. So everybody subscribe to Echo and that little bell, tick all so that you get alerts, and I'll be watching some of your videos later and giving you plenty of those. And thank you so much for coming by. So back to now, what was I doing with this chat? Oh yes, Austin in Texas at sunset. Yeah, it's a really beautiful banner you have there, Echo. And that's a really beautiful sunset, I must say. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my hoodie, yeah, I need to get some more of these. And of course, you know, you cannot buy these in the shops here. I had to get this through eBay or Amazon or something or other. And yes, you like the photograph, so that's all cool. Oh yes, so the frogs across the street from you, Hope, would they be as loud as the birds here or louder? And I'm still yet to have my coffee, so I'm going to have to rush up and get my coffee and do that, and hopefully everybody enjoys, you know, just listening to the bird sounds while I go and get my coffee. Oh, they're so loud. Yeah, well, those photos, they really did pop through beautifully, Echo. And, you know, you really captured those colours, and amazing. And I must check that everything's working here on this prism. I sort of, you know, come on here pretty quick, so I probably don't even have the proper links activated, so I'll just check on that. And yeah, all these devices running, so I actually run a hotspot from my phone as I film, and you know, have these couple of devices hooked up through my hotspot. So, you know, hopefully all of that doesn't sacrifice my data, or, you know, data speed I should say. I do actually have unlimited data on my mobile plan, but you know, once I've used up my allotted high-speed data, well then, you know, it does oh yes, that link's working, those test buttons are working with Streamlabs, so that's all good. Oh, a snow kitty, wow, I'll have to check that one out later. It certainly sounds fascinating. And of course, everybody watching, please don't forget to give me one of those, as it helps my numbers along. And I'm going to quickly run up and get my coffee, and I could run a video clip while I go and do that if you like. Oh, buffering, but not your end. Oh, Dustin, hi there. So we have Bushcraft Tools or Dustin. And oh my God, I'm hungry. That steak you cooked up in this morning's video, it just looks amazing. And yeah, I did get that video clip up here for the dono link, Dustin. I've got 2 different clips, so that's all interesting. And this morning's upload, Dustin was cooking a tomahawk steak and on the coals, and oh my God, that just looks so delicious, that steak. Oh yes, that sounds interesting, your daughter's design. No bucket challenges today, although I do have an idea for a new bucket challenge. Maybe I'll do that on my Saturday evening live stream, weather permitting. Oh, awesome, Camilla and Paula. A big hi to Cami and Paula, and of course, if Amber is around, a big hi and hugs to Amber as well. So, once again, hi Camilla and hi Paula, and thank you so much for watching. And, oh, I'm really needing my coffee. I'm going to have to run up and get my coffee. Oh, hi there, Cammy, or Mrs. Bushcraft Tools. Oh, yes, Echo, you live on 5 acres. Wow, that sounds great. Yeah, 6 cats, 2 puppies, and 3 frogs. Wow. It sounds absolutely awesome. So, yeah, I must see if I can get my coffee in a minute. And I've sort of lost a few mods, and I've got to set up again on here. Now, you know, now when I set up the Streamlabs thingy. So really great to see you, Cammy, and I have just added you in blue, so please do feel free to run links here, and you know, more people to help me running channel links and Instagram pages, etc. is really quite helpful. And yeah, if somebody could run Dustin's merchandise link and Dustin's channel link and Instagram links, that would be really brilliant. And I'm going to have to run up and get my coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet, and as for coffee, I think I'll go the quick option and another one of those little Jarvie shots that I had the short video for the other day. And you know, they sent me out a bottle, and you know, all they asked was if I'd do them some promotions and a short video, which of course I did do, and I do have affiliate links for them. Yeah, well, I thought a nice day like this, I'll go back down to beside the creek again, because you know, the kitchen gets a bit boring, and everybody likes to see the creek at the bottom of my garden and listen to all the bird calls, so that's all good. A dragon tree? No, actually it's a prunus plum, and it does have very few plums. The birds sort of get to them, I'm afraid. but it doesn't really have many anyway, so they sort of have more blossom in the springtime than fruit. And I don't know if I can pick a leaf off to show you. It's getting pretty sad and ratty now with being the fall, so that's what the leaves on that look like. And they're generally that colour all through the year. And this one here beside me, that's a bottle brush. I'll see if I can get the flower and show you the flower of that. And that's an Australian native plant. And my location is in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, for anybody who comes along and didn't know. And the time here at the moment, we're looking at about 7, let me look at the clock, 7:45 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Oh yes, to my left, yeah, that's the bottle brush that I showed you. And down behind me, I don't know what that is. It's some sort of native plant or something or other like that. So yeah, that's a nice colour, and those bottle brushes, they flower at this time of year. So yeah, that's something interesting, and I'll definitely be back in a couple of minutes. I've got to run, and I need my coffee on a Saturday morning, and I'm not that long awake. I woke up 6 a.m. and had a quick shower, and I watched Dustin's steak video. And then I came down and got this live started. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, it's a native shrub or small tree in this country. And yeah, it's called a bottle brush because the flower looks like a bottle cleaning brush. So I'll give you another look at that. And so that's how it gets its name, bottle brush. And I must go and get my coffee. And this is another native flower, although the flower is now dead and dry. That this tree, it's a big tree, and the birds are feeding in it at the moment because it's flowering. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll just go and get my coffee. So back again, and coffee, and I'll put a few extra shots in because I really need a strong coffee this morning. And I must say what I've missed. Hopefully I haven't missed too much. Definitely a coffee's much needed this time of day for me. Oh yeah, that lobster sure was great. And now just catching up on this. Yeah, catch and cook with those birds, yeah. Oh, tacos, it sounds brilliant. So now just catching up on what everybody says. And oh yes, Camilla says thanks Hope, nice. And yeah, Dustin's alert. I woke up and saw that, so that was first thing for me. Oh yes, shared beer and lobster pot making. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And just catching up here. Oh yes, that's all interesting. A lot of people in Dustin's lives, yep. Oh, blueberry pie, oh that sounds wonderful. Oh, and Hope doing a grocery run. And don't forget the Jaeger, yeah. If Jaeger wasn't so expensive here, I'd probably do a Jaeger shot video or a Jaeger drink review or something like that. It is an interesting drink, and I remember Jaeger bombs from when I was much younger. And yeah, it does have quite a result, Jaeger. So yeah, plenty of shots of coffee in my coffee this morning, and no time to brew coffee, so went with the little bottle of coffee, the coffee shot. So, and I was actually surprised how good that is. It's much nicer than Nescafe or Moccona, so it was quite surprising. So if anybody does want to check that one out, I do have the affiliate link in my description down below, and as well as like a dono link for this one, which works like Super Chat but without YouTube taking 33% or whatever their exorbitant fee. So that's all good. Oh, Camilla loves a coffee, yeah. And maybe I should run that clip here, and you know, you can have a look for that short I did for that coffee. I might just run that in a little window in the chat. I'm sure everybody might be interested to see. And hopefully that will run for me. Oh, that's the picture, not the clip. Oh dear. I thought I had the clip in here. I'll just see if I can find the clip. It may not. It may not let it. We'll just see what this does. Hi everybody. So we'll just see if I can run that. Hi everybody. When you're out and about in the great outdoors, do you ever feel like a coffee? Well, today I'm going to review the no mess, no fuss alternative to brewed coffee that tastes just as good as any coffee brewed by an expert barista. Jarvie Liquid Microdose Coffee. Simply add 1 to 2 teaspoons to a cup of cold or hot water. Add milk and sugar to your taste and mix well. Drink cold or hot. Enjoy at home or not. A truly delicious way to get your coffee fix with 10 out of 10 flavour. Big thumbs up. So there you go. And I'll just get rid of that window. So that's one or another one of those features that's really cool in this Prism app. And you can actually use it as an editing tool, like if you want to do video in video as well, because it does save all your live stream clips. So that's all very interesting. So who do we have here at the moment still? Echo and Bushcraft Tools. Hope, I guess you're still here. And it is quite nice sitting out here this morning, and 52 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 50. And I'll just bring that up in Celsius for those who use Celsius. And yeah, 11.1 degrees Celsius, feels like 50, so I guess that's probably about 10 degrees Celsius. So it's not too bad out here this morning. Oh yes, Cami is a barista. Yeah, that's really cool. So I bet you have some really, really wonderful coffee brews at home. And I know we often drink 3-in-1 or instant just for the convenience, especially when we're out and about. And I must do another tea review sometime, but I think I might you know, do a tea and scones or something like that for something different. So I'll have to get hold of some blackberry jam. I had some at home, but I've used all that. Oh yes, Dustin, can I ask Cammy to cook me breakfast in the morning? Yeah, Dustin would love breakfast in the morning. Please, please, please cook him breakfast in the morning, he's saying. Wow. So, yeah, maybe good luck with that one, I think. I guess we'll see what happens. And, yeah, I've got to cook me breakfast in the morning too. After looking at that tomahawk steak. Yeah, and I think you might be in trouble now, Dustin. And yeah, definitely needing my coffee. And I'm thinking the next cooking video that I'll actually film, I haven't had fried rice for ages, and I'm thinking I might, if I get some nice weather, once I've got all the rice and all the ingredients, I may even come down here and cook it beside the creek using my little camp stove, just for something a little bit different. And of course, you know, bringing the outdoor table down here will be more of a hassle and all the gear, but it should make for an interesting fried rice video, because I do have a lot of fried rice videos anyway, so something a bit different. And fried rice is something that you can cook outside, so that should be quite interesting. So who would vote for a fried rice cooking down near the creek? And I know there's a bit of lag in this, so I've got to wait for the answers. And while I think of it, I'd better hook up my power bank into my phone, or I'll grind to a halt with this filming, because it does eat into the battery. And wow, I just plugged it in and it says it's down to 75% already, and I haven't been running that long, so plug that in, we should be all good. Oh, the bugs are... Oh yes, nasi goreng. Well, that's what I'll actually make, Dustin. Nasi goreng is fried rice, or Indonesian fried rice. Oh yeah, nasi goreng is Indonesian. And yeah, I do actually read and speak and write Indonesian, so oh yes, with the fried egg on top, yeah, it's brilliant with the fried egg on top. And I've got to make some more sambal, because you know, nasi goreng generally is served with sambal, and even cooked with sambal in with it, as well as ketchup manis, which is sweet Indonesian soy sauce, and also the Indonesian shrimp paste. And I don't have any Indonesian shrimp paste, but I do have some Thai shrimp paste, so that will be nearly just as good for this recipe. And shrimp paste, it's one of those ingredients that a little bit goes a long way. And it is rather pungent to cook with, and my housemate, she has a fit when she smells that cooking, so definitely a good thing to cook out beside the creek. And you buy it in a tub from the Asian section of your supermarket, or from an Asian grocer, or you could also find it on Amazon or something like that as well. But of course, if you can't get it, I mean, it is optional. You can always leave it out. And I may just go and quickly run up and get the tub of that, and I'll show you what it is, the shrimp paste, because I know you're always interested to see some of my different cooking ingredients. So that's your ketchup manis, and it's a sweet and thick black soy sauce, and I like that brand, which is from Indonesia, and nearly every supermarket here has that one now, and that is something that must simply go into a nasi goreng. These miniature dried shrimp, and they're rather salty, and you probably would only find those in Chinatown or in an Asian grocery shop. And the large dried shrimp, if you can get them, are wonderful as well. And this one, dried, not dried, shrimp paste. This is Thai shrimp paste. But you could also use the Philippine shrimp paste. And if you can get it, the Indonesian shrimp paste is very good. But that's what it looks like. And you only need very little of that, and it does smell rather pungent, but it is really delicious. And a little bit goes a long way. And for a big dish of fried rice, or a wok full of fried rice, probably about half a teaspoon of that. I wouldn't put much more in because it's very pungent and it does go a long, long, long way. Yeah, it is high in salt, Hope, but you only use a very little bit of it. You know, it's, you know, you use like about half a teaspoon in a big wok full of fried rice. So it sort of goes a long, long, long way. And I love Indonesian food, and I need to cook it up much more often. And the sun's just creeping up above the houses, directly behind here. Well, I'm pointing towards the sun, so I won't be able to read the text real well now. So do forgive me if I miss something. Well, it does contain different vitamins and minerals, so it does have nutritional value. So, and especially what else goes in with it as well. And you know, it's a real carrier of flavour, and you know, it's a cheap way to add extra bulk to a meal. And I thought I had this spaced right, that the sun wouldn't affect me so much, so it's sort of shining into my eyes at the moment, so do forgive me if I miss anything. And it is quite nice listening to these birds here, so that's one thing. And do we have Belle here today, or is she busy? Oh, and I must share this out to Facebook as well. I forgot to share this chat out, or this live stream out, so I should share it out. While I can still see the screen on this thing. And yeah, the way this sun's going, I can't really see the screens very well anymore, so you've got to forgive me on that one. I just hope I don't miss anything. Oh yes, thank you, Hope. Oh, you're a pasta kind of girl. Yeah, that's all good. yeah, pasta. It's delicious, but it has less nutritional value than rice, to tell you the truth. And of course, you know, it's the sauces that go with pasta that add the nutritional value. Oh, thank you, Hope. I much appreciate that. So now just catching up on everybody's messages here again. And I could do with some cloud coming across just to block this sun. And yeah, if anybody's interested, I do have the affiliate links for that coffee below in the description of this live stream, as well as the dono link. And of course I've got another plan for a different clip, and but that won't be today. I might do that in a day or a couple of days time, for a new challenge. Yeah, that's true, Hope. Who eats it for the nutritional value? I eat it because it's amazing food, yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. And, you know, some of the things that are pushed for nutritional value, I wouldn't actually eat them. You know, who wants to eat something that tastes like crap all the time? Oh, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but anyway, there it is. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Echo. And I really appreciate you coming by. And, well, this live stream will probably be running for a fair while yet, so, you know, and yeah, wishing you a great weekend if you don't get back. And I really appreciate you coming. Oh, Free Handy Maid, you, thank you for coming by, and hello, and wishing you a great evening. And you just got in from working in the garden. Wow. And here at the moment, it's 8:22 AM on a Saturday morning, so what's everybody's time where you are? I'm just catching up on these chats. Oh yes, sitting back resting, you had a ton of trees that you needed to cut down. Wow. Sounds like a lot of work. And yeah, there's a ton of trees here that need cutting, but that's up to the owners here of this place, because this is just a rental. Oh yes, 4:22 PM in Montana. And oh, I'd love to live in Montana. You've just got wonderful mountains and wonderful scenery, and you know, everything I've seen of Montana, it's really so beautiful. Oh no, the aircon froze up on you. And 5:32 PM where you are, Hope. And Hope, of course, is in Pensacola, Florida. Oh yes, yes, I see free handy, and yeah, there's always tons to do, isn't there? And I'm so sorry about your mother-in-law passing, and you know, those sorts of things are never get, you know, easier. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, a stone with your mother-in-law's name, Dottie's Place. Yeah, that sounds a wonderful tribute. And everybody who's coming by, a huge thank you and much appreciated. And you know, I've just showed a couple of products that I use for cooking, for making nasi goreng or Indonesian fried rice. And I'm thinking I'll probably, when I cook it, I'll make nasi goreng kambing, or kambing is Indonesian for like lamb or goat. Of course I'll use lamb because goat meat here is pretty hard to get hold of, and when you do get it, it's very expensive. Oh, hi there, Eric. Thank you for coming by. And Jocelyn, could you please run channel links for Free Handy and also for Eric? And so, yeah, of course, shout outs to Free Handly Made AU, Arielle-Viking, and for Eric Pramchan Jagdeo. Oh yes, you like the before and afters, yes. Oh yes, Skippy meat, yeah. I've got those burgers that I've got to edit the video for, and that'll come up sometime next week, Dustin. The Skippy burgers. But as for the Indonesian fried rice, I'll make it as the Indonesians do, so it'll be authentic. So, and I'm thinking I'll cook that down near the creek for something a bit different, if we get nice weather. And I'll be cooking that sort of early next week, but when I put the video up, who knows. Sort of waiting for good weather and to cook it outdoors. And the shrimp paste I use is pretty pungent, and my housemate complains of me cooking such things inside. That'll be best cooked outside, I think, and will be an interesting video cooking it outside. Oh, thank you, Eric. And you know, part of my live streams is to share different channels and to run shout outs, so it's always good to do that. And I used to do shout outs in, you know, my normal videos, but whether people took notice or not, I don't know. So I think it's often better just to do my shout outs in live streams, and then I can catch up with everybody as well. Because, you know, if I do links in cards, well, during the video there's a limit of like 5 cards each video, and you know, your end screen, you've got a video of 4 different icons or 4 different boxes. So, you know, I'm limited to, you know, really to do shout outs properly 4 or 5. And, you know, even though I do put the channel links when I do a shout out in a video in the description, I sometimes wonder how many people actually read the descriptions, and they're much more likely to actually click on a card or click on an end screen link. So I'm sort of limited with what YouTube will allow.
John just donated $63. Legend. This is a test donation for $63. Oh.
Oh yes, I'm sure, Eric, for sure you do really well. And yeah, you love the bird singing in the background. Yeah, I prefer, if I can, to do my lives outside. And you know, sometimes the weather, or oftentimes the weather dictates I need to do them from in my kitchen, but if I have a nice day, I will always go outside if I can. Yeah, I think it is easier too, freehandly to do the shout outs in a live, and that way, you know, I can also shout out anybody who drops by as they drop by. And you know, if somebody says, oh, can you say hi to so and so, they're watching, well, you know, I can sort of do it immediately during the live stream, so that's all good. So yeah, it all keeps things interesting. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend? For me, later today after this live stream, I'll be editing some more video. I'll simply have to finish editing my mushroom pasta video, and I'll get that up. And just depends how long it takes processing before I let it drop on my channel. And I have noticed that it does take a really awful long time processing my videos since I've started uploading them in 4K 60 frames per second. You know, when I was doing it at 4K 30 frames per second, they took about, I don't know, 12 hours to process. But now at 60 frames per second, they can take like 2 or 3 days sometimes to process, or to render up to the full resolution. So you know, do I let them go when they've got up to you know, 1080 is it, or 1060 or whatever it is, or do I wait for them to go up to the 4K? And you know, I watch just about everything on a large screen TV in my home when I'm watching YouTube, so I really notice the difference on large screen. And yeah, it does use a ton of data, I know. I'm very lucky I've got a large data plan to sort of work with that, or I'd never be able to do it. Oh wow, heading to the coast tomorrow with a mate. 9 lobster pots, wow. Yeah, hanging on the beach, chill on the beach with fire and beer, might go live. Yeah, that sounds really awesome. And yeah, it'd be great if you do go live, and yeah, whether I go live tomorrow or wait for a couple of days before I go live again, I'm not sure. You know, Saturday evening lives can be hit and miss. These Friday evening lives can be hit and miss too, and Sunday evening lives can be hit and miss. Wednesday evening lives can be hit and miss. Well, actually, they can all be hit and miss, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, I do find that I'm getting more views and more engagement from my live streams than what I do from the normal videos. And of course it does help out my watch time as well. And you know, it's one thing that I really do need is extra watch hours. Oh, I've still got this flower here. Maybe I should... Will that sit there? Oh, nice. Arielle blur. And I'll just check to see what these watch hours are. I haven't checked yet for a couple of days, so you know, it will be interesting to see what I'm up to with these watch hours. So waiting on this tablet. Oh yes, you like the flowers in the hair. Yeah, well, I couldn't throw it away. I'll just see if I can bring this up, just waiting on this tablet, what these watch hours are. Yeah, thank you, Free Handley. Yeah, it is a pretty flower, and I'll have to hold it up to the screen so that you can see, because you may have missed that earlier. So I'm just waiting on this to come up, and we'll just see what these are, these watch hours. Oh yes, Hope Alive. Yeah, I must show you what this flower looks like while this thing loads. And this tablet, it's very slow as per usual, so do forgive me on that. So we'll just see what comes up, and we'll see what these watch hours are. Oh, little stinker she is. Well, I guess that's a change from sour old bitch, isn't it? so just waiting for this to come up. So at the moment it says I'm at 200, 400 and 2,453 watch hours, 4,000 required. So that's 1,550 required. So yeah, I hope that I can get to that soon and get this channel monetized. Well, you probably can't see that now, the way the light's reflecting. The sun's getting up, so it's a bit hard to sort of see stuff. But anyway, that's what it is. Yeah, we might do a walk around the garden a bit later, I hope. It can get a bit hard sort of carrying the tripod around. So, you know, a bit later on we might do a walk around. I hope there's no ants in this flower. And my nose is starting to drip. Oh yes, Echo. Yeah, still here. I'll be here for a while yet, so I don't know, how long have we gone? An hour and 13, so generally if we've got people on, I'll run my lives for a couple of hours, or sometimes even 3 or 4 hours. It happens at times. Yeah, I could understand that, Hope, with all the homework you've had to do with your schooling. You know, sleeping's probably quite a priority. And, you know, I know some of the things you've showed me that you're working on really makes Arielle quite blur. So, you know, Arielle blur is quite a regular occurrence, I think. But yeah, some more watch hours would be really brilliant, and you know, if I could get this channel monetized, that would be a big help. And you know, to help cover the cost of YouTubing. Oh yes, yeah, you can't take it with you. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for the waterproof phones now. Yeah, it sucks sometimes when you have to work on stuff you have no interest in. Yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, of course, you know, I was lucky I had waterproof phones the other day when I did that ice bucket challenge. You know, with water flying around everywhere. And although I had to get the tablet well away. So yeah, there was some waterproof equipment, or water resistant at least equipment, sort of does make a difference. And yeah, I tried to film these birds the other day, but all the traffic around was driving me to distraction, so I scrapped that film because you know, I wanted to hear the birds, not helicopters and cars and trucks out on the street, so I sort of scrapped that one. Yeah, those crab traps sounds quite interesting. Oh, blackberries. Oh, I love blackberries. And it sounds like you have quite a selection there growing, Echo. Lettuce, sugar snaps, radishes, carrots, cabbages, ginseng, ginger, turmeric. Wow. Oh, you lost a lot in the storm. Yeah, that's a pity. But yeah, down here, to grow like ginger or turmeric, we'd have to grow them inside because it's not really the climate for those things down here. And you know, Texas is generally a fair bit warmer than the climate down here. Although we certainly will never get as cold as when you had that winter storm in Texas. It'll certainly never get to that here. And you know, down here, I'm right on the coast at the bottom of the state of Victoria. So the bottom of the Australian mainland, right next to the sea, so we never get any snow here, and rarely we'll get a frost overnight either. The general winter temperature, you're looking at about 40 degrees Fahrenheit daytime temperatures. And you know, nighttime we'll get down to about 35, I guess, usually. But today it's quite a nice day here, so here it's currently 52 degrees. Oh, it's jumped up to 57 with the sun getting up a bit higher. So, you know, quite nice. And for those on Celsius, I must convert that. 14 degrees Celsius. So it is quite a nice morning here. And it's just on 8:47 AM Saturday morning. So it sounds like everybody's got a very interesting and packed weekend coming up. Oh yes, free-handly, blueberries, wow, strawberries, and I just started my carrots, butter crunch lettuce, romaine lettuce and tomatoes, wow. Oh yes, seeding the second tunnel in tomatoes, peppers, squashes, melons, herbs, teas, flowers, etc. Wow. And when's your last frost date in general free handling? Oh yes, nice that you still have some strawberries going. And yeah, that's interesting. Oh, and I see Dustin Bushcraft Tools has sent me a photo, so I'll just see if I can bring that up. Oh wow, that looks really cool. I hope you can see this. I don't know if you can see Dustin's crab trap. Can everybody see that, or is it hard to see with how this sun is shining? Hopefully that came up and you could see on the screen. With the sun coming up, it's a bit hard to... Oh yes, you can see. That's awesome. Yeah, it is a nice looking trap. So, you made that one yourself, Dustin? Yeah, really good job. Yes, for sure. Oh yes, looks like your tunnels, yeah. Oh yes, your carrots in a large container so that you can grow them in very loose soil, yeah. I think we've all seen carrots, you know, when the soil's not real loose and there's stones and whatnot in the soil. You do get some interesting results. So who do we still have here with us? I'm just having a look at this thing. Yeah, this thing's slowing down, so I'll just have to refresh all my pages here. And I think I've probably missed a couple of messages. Oh yes, all that shellfish. Yeah, I do miss shellfish here. It's so expensive here though. I love oysters and you know, clams and all those different things. But they're all rather expensive here, so I don't get them. And I'd love to do a Thai curry clam sometime, but clams are so damned expensive here, so you know. Oh yes, the wildlife, yeah. Oh, the gardens all died by June, yeah. Yeah, I missed them too. And you know, that's one of the things of when I lived in Thailand, I had shellfish and seafood all the time because, you know, there's just so much of it in Thailand and it's quite cheap and easy to get compared to here where it all costs an absolute fortune. And you know, just to buy like frozen shrimp tails, we're looking at about $20 a pound. And you know, fresh shrimp or prawns in some countries, you're looking at like about $30 a pound for fresh whole shrimp. And lobster, a small lobster, and I mean that's a very small lobster. What Dustin caught in his videos are far better than the lobsters that they're selling here. Frozen lobsters, $20 for a very small frozen lobster, and I think, oh my god, that's just ridiculous. Oh yes, Echo, too hot in the summer and you're in drought, so yeah, I hope you get some better gardening weather this season. And drought and dry years just aren't very good for gardening or a lot of other things either, and makes things very hard for the farmers as well. And of course, you know, it means that farm produce gets very expensive, food and whatnot. So hoping you get a far better growing season this year. Yeah, $30 for a small one, yeah. Yeah, well, they were $40 for a small frozen one here, but China stopped buying them, so they've now dropped down to about $20, $25 for a very tiny lobster. And before, yeah, you couldn't even get them here because, you know, they're all exported to China. But, you know, I was looking at the supermarket in the, you know, in the fish cabinet, and yeah, they were like about that big and $20, and they didn't really look that nice. They'd been frozen and defrosted, and they didn't look really that nice, to tell you the truth. They looked like they'd had far better days. Yeah, I actually had lobster, but the last time I had lobster was when I was living in Thailand. Oh yes, fresh lobster is just so much better. Yeah, that's true. You know, frozen lobster, it often, you know, it's fairly so-so. I mean, you know, it just loses so much in the freezing. But, you know, as Dustin's caught them and cook them up fresh like that, they'd be just amazing. And then, you know, I see all the crabs and crab legs that you guys get there, and I'm just so jealous. You can buy crab here, but it comes from way up north, you know, from like 2,000 miles away, and so it's not real fresh either anymore. And it's so expensive. And you know, in a crab there's just so much waste as well that you know, a small mud crab they're selling for about like $40, and you probably, you know, a small mud crab, you probably end up getting like a pound of meat out of it at the very most, so if you're lucky. So, you know, it's just too expensive. Yeah, your wild mushroom sounds wonderful. And, you know, I've never tasted morels, but everybody says, you know, that's had them says morel mushrooms are just unbeatable. But of course, you know, they don't grow here. And, you know, the only real mushrooms here are, you know, your common field mushrooms. Very similar to what you buy, you know, in the supermarket. And, you know, they're generally like about $5. You know, you buy them from the supermarket, they're about $5 or $6 a pound or something like that. And of course, you know, the other varieties that you buy in the supermarket can cost a lot more. Yes, you definitely are really fortunate in that. And, you know, it sounds really brilliant. And, you know, I must get out to the woods and just see if I can find some mushrooms again. I haven't had any wild mushrooms for a while, so we're now coming up to the season where they may be found. But, you know, it's often here, it's just a matter of luck of finding them. Though where I live, too many people live, and so it's a matter of who finds them first. But probably a lucky thing is that, you know, though there's a lot of people that live here, not a lot of people sort of know much about mushrooms or wild edibles, so there is a chance that I might find some. I've never tasted puffballs. I've heard they're good. Oyster mushrooms, yes, I have tasted those. Of course, commercially grown, and they're brilliant. Oh, and I must run up and get this shrimp paste back into the fridge that I brought out to show everybody, so I'll show you all again before I put it back in the fridge, but it shouldn't be left outside here for too much longer. And I use that in a lot of Asian foods. This one's Thai shrimp paste. And a little bit goes a long way. about half a teaspoon for a full wok of fried rice. And it is rather pungent, but it tastes delicious. So, and of course dried shrimp that I use in a lot of fried rice or Thai salads. And we have here Indonesian sweet soy sauce or ketchup manis. The dried shrimp and the shrimp paste, you'd probably need to go to an Asian grocer to find. But this ketchup manis, I'm now able to find it in the supermarket here in the Asian food aisle. I'll just go and run all this back up to the fridge and then I'll be back. Back down here after quickly running those ingredients back to my refrigerator. Yeah, you certainly are fortunate in that. So, who do we still have here? Probably everybody's going to make supper or falling asleep. Oh yes, and that lot there flying around again too. And they're obviously up to no good. Off looking for the easy targets to get a few more finds, I'm sure. And you know, it's always somebody flying around when I try to film here, so you know, things can get quite frustrating. Or the neighbours just died to play their radio loud. But that's the joys of filming YouTube videos. And maybe everybody's sort of just relaxing and listening to the birds here. And I guess Dustin probably falling asleep. What time is it in England at the moment, Dustin, if you're still with us? Oh, midnight where you are? Yeah, I wondered about that, what time it would be. So, yeah, just after 9 in the morning here, so 9:10 a.m. Saturday morning. Oh yes, just finishing the pot. And that pot looks really brilliant. And yeah, this device getting low on battery, so I might have to start looking at the tablet instead, which is a bit slower than this device. So I need a new tablet, as I keep saying, but that won't be happening for a fair while yet. And I need a fishing pole and some fishing tackle, but that also won't be happening for a fair while yet either. And I know everybody's wanting to see a catch and cook. Oh yes, thank you, Free Handley. I really appreciate that. And you know, that really helps out my channel. I've got alerts here popping up everywhere, so bear with me on that. And I should have a look to see how long we've been running. Yeah, thank you. It's much, much, much appreciated. And, you know, the way this weather's looking, I might even run another live tomorrow. And Sunday night, or Sunday night as well. Because, yeah, it does help out my hours, and sort of get a few shout outs out as well is always really great. So Hope, are you still here, or you've gone to do something? See if I've missed any alerts here. And you know, with a few people off doing everything, unless a lot come in, we might sort of have an end to this live stream soon. Yeah, everybody seems to be a bit busy. you know, it is hard to sort of find a time to do them, and the crazy time differences sort of makes it hard to find the right time. And you know, if I started them much earlier than when I started this one, we'd be sitting out in the dark. So the sun is now rising later and later each day. And I think sunrise here at the moment. This morning, just look what that says. Yes, sunrise 7 a.m. here now, and sunset 7:32 p.m. So our days are getting shorter. But a lovely morning, 63 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment. And that is 17 degrees Celsius for those who use Celsius. So it's going to be quite a nice day out here. Oh yes, making the taco tortillas, and we'll be back in a few minutes, keeping the stream on. Thank you, Echo. And Free Handley, I'm eating dinner and we'll let you running live. Yeah, thank you so much. So, Hope, are you still here, or you've fallen asleep? So yeah, I'll probably run another 10 minutes this live stream unless a lot of people come on. And yeah, I think I'll do another one tomorrow at about the same time, or starting it at about the same time as I started this live stream. And yeah, some of these devices are getting low on battery as well, so I don't sort of have the chat come up on the screen of this device that I'm streaming from. So yeah, it says there's 4 watching. Well, yeah, probably 2 of them are these 2 devices that I'm running on. I think it counts myself as a watcher if I have them running. And I do have to run these just to catch up with everybody's comments and chat. So I I'll just have a look to see how long we've actually run this. Oh, an hour and 51. So yeah, I'll let this run another 10 minutes probably. And then I'll call it a day for the live stream and think about making another cup of coffee. Yeah, this sun's getting up a bit and it's shining in my eyes, so it is quite hard to read all everything. Yeah, just sitting out here listening to the birds, and it is quite a pity with the traffic noise out on the street. So who do we have still here, and who would like a bit of a tour around the garden? As I did promise that, so if anybody would like a bit of a tour around the garden. I'll just get this and flip the camera around and we'll have a bit of a look around. So we have here, this is the creek at the bottom of my garden, and there's a walking trail, a public walking trail on the other side of the creek. And I hope you can see that the sun's not blocking everything out. And it is quite low water at the creek at the moment. Well, I can't see any ducks around today. Don't know if you can see down into the water, but it's not very deep. And here at low tide, it's probably about a yard or 1 meter thick and deep in the middle, so not really that deep. And this creek, it's down at the bottom of my garden. And of course, you know, things are a little bit overgrown here at the moment. And this is a rental where we live, so it's not ours. And ivy again growing everywhere, and that stuff chokes everything. So yeah, that's the house. It's an old house, so that is what it is. And Camilla here, just starting to get some flowers, so that should be quite nice once all those blooms are out. So I'll put this down and see if I can face this out of the sun somewhere, but do bear with me. we'll see who's still here with us. And maybe everybody's dropped out. Oh yes, and now to see who I've missed. Who is it? Hello, thank you for coming by. I'm just catching up on the all the messages now after a garden tour. And yes, there's a fig tree there. Echo. And yeah, this place though, it's a rental, so who knows, we may have to leave soon. So hopefully you enjoyed the quick tour around. And I don't know how much you saw of the creek with the way the sun is, so I guess, you know, maybe you can tell me. And what's the sound and the video quality like? Any buffering? So a big hi to everybody who's come by, and a big thank you. And please do check out the links I have down below in the description as well. But yeah, as for the fig tree, we had a lot of nice figs coming, and I was going to get some bird nets to keep the birds out of the pigs and the possums out of the pigs, and then they put us into lockdown, so I wasn't able to get to the garden shop because that was closed, to get some nets to protect the pigs, so the birds and the possums ate the lot. So, you know, that was rather a pity. And so I missed out on pigs this year. So, who do we still have here with us? And I do know that there is a bit of a delay here with this Prism app and Streamlabs, so it can be a bit difficult to keep up with everybody. it seems like there's probably like a 5 or a 10 second Arielle blur, a 5 or 10 second delay from what I see on my camera screen to what you're all actually seeing. So that makes things interesting. And we see somebody just running past on the trial. It's probably getting towards the time when I will stop this live and I'll make myself another cup of coffee. So whoever is still with us, who votes for another challenge in the next day or two? Well, it seems like everybody's dropping out to eat their supper or go to sleep. So I'll run this another 5 minutes and then we'll call it a day for this live stream. And I'll come back tomorrow at starting the same time as what I started the live stream this morning. And we'll do a few shout outs and share some channel links, and whoever comes by as well will share your channel links, and so hopefully help your channels along and help everybody out. So I'm going to thank everybody for coming by. A huge thank you to all, and you're all much appreciated, and I wish you all a lovely weekend, and take care, God bless, and until next time, bye bye.